What up, guys? Welcome back to episode, I think this is 17 or 16. We're kind of confused ourselves.
77, 100, like it's a lot, man.
It's a lot, man. You're back with your regular scheduled programming with Joe and...
Laudry, what's up, people? Welcome to Miss Beat the Bold. No, show. Bullshit. Please stop calling us bold.
We're bold.
I know, but like still though, it's
like,
hurtful.
The thing is, when you own something, it can't be used against you. So when people call me an asshole, I'm like, yeah, I'm an asshole. So what are you going to do about it?
Jesus Christ, that went left so fast. I was not ready for that.
But enough about me, man. How was your week?
Well, it was cool, bro. As I was telling you earlier, man, we went to that Angel Moutoni's performance at the arena. Mm-hmm. It was cool. It was a cool experience, especially like how the organization went and how people are like kicking it with each other. Yeah. It was a very, very cool experience. But sadly, we lost. But then we clinched our spot to the finals.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, so it's cool. On the game winner was crazy. Mm-hmm. It was a entertaining week. But then, as usual, it was just a lot of work and a small amount of pleasure.
Nah, the usual.
How about you, my nigga?
It was good.
My guy.
I have not. The one, bro, I have not been to any games.
For real?
Yeah, because someone was supposed to get us tickets.
Okay, that's on me.
So he was supposed to get us tickets.
I'm sorry. Okay, next time, like you'll see, it's something we're cooking something.
Yeah.
Something else, and it'll be better. So yeah. Gonna have a whole vlog coming out.
Okay.
That, yeah.
So aside from that,
yeah.
I told you last time I started boxing twice a week.
Yeah.
Again, at this point, I'm basically just paying my coach to physically torture me twice a week.
That's the idea.
No. Now my breathing's gotten better, but the problem, my muscle exhaustion is just like, my muscles are giving up.
Okay.
And then the other thing is,
big man.
Yo, dude, you know my butt. Yo, dude, if I do the wrong position, I'm gonna pop out of this thing.
Look at him, Andrew Tate.
I'm denying the allegations. Wait. Can you hear me now?
It's interesting that you say that, but then it's healthy. You're getting better, like healthier, and also getting better at boxing and everything. So it's a cool thing as well.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I have to undo this zipper. I'm not being a deep douchebag. It's just because I can't breathe properly. So
you are dressed like.
Please, I'm denying those. Listeners, his name. You know how much flack I've called for this, but move on. The other thing I wanted to talk about is: have any of you guys ever seen Reddit stories?
Yes, I love Reddit stories.
Reddit stories. I've been fucking with them, like on Instagram, right? Where they
tried.
Part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4.
Yeah.
Some of these are so good. I'll hit part 1.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to the page and I'll scroll, find part 2 and 3. So my favorite ones are the divorce ones and the family drama.
Oh yeah.
I have 2 divorce ones for you that like just flew me off the handle.
Okay, go on.
So the first one, it was this successful man. And he was working at a corporate job. He was making like $500K a year.
Okay.
Then out of nowhere, his wife goes, "I want a divorce," and he was like, "WTF? What?" And as it kept going, it's like she was becoming like vindictive for whatever reason. It's not like he cheated and she found out whatever. She just wanted a divorce out of nowhere. So then he was like, "You know what? I'm going to agree all her terms." Now her term was, I get 50% of whatever you make. Like if you get $10,000 a month, I get 50%.
Wait, what?
So listen.
Okay.
The guy goes, "Cool, bet. I'll do that."
Okay.
Signs the divorce papers. Next day he quits his job, gets a job as a store manager at 7-Eleven, making $35,000 a year.
Okay.
So he's telling the story to one of his colleagues at the 7-Eleven. He goes like, "Why do you do it?" He goes, "Oh, it's simple. When I got married to her, I always had this sneaking suspicion this might happen. So I stole some money on offshore accounts in Bitcoin before we got divorced. So yeah, I still make it. I got like offshore money, so I can still buy nice things if I want. But she won 50%. I didn't fire her, so I was like, cool."
That is a crazy story.
You get 50% of the 7-Eleven money.
Yeah, that's a crazy story, bro.
The other one is this man. Him and his wife have been married for like 15, 20 years.
Okay.
Then one day he gets this weird suspicion. She's acting weird, right? And she was just outside, and then she goes through her phone, and he realizes he's cheating.
He or she?
She, the wife, is cheating.
Okay, cool.
So so instead of losing his shit, he just goes to the car and says, "I'm going somewhere." He goes to the car, drives off, and he just starts crying because he's like, "Yo, been married like 15 years. We have 2 daughters. Like one is 12, the other is 6. What the fuck?" So now after he's done crying, he calls his lawyer. His best friend is a lawyer. So best friend is like, "Okay, look, listen, don't throw any type of tantrums. Don't lose your shit. Remain calm. This is what you're going to do. You're going to document everything. Do you have access to her Facebook and everything?" Like, yes. Good. Okay. We're going to hire a PI. So for 2-3 months, the PI followed the cheating wife around. They documented everything. There was proof that, first of all, they had fucked in the marital bed. Instead of going to like a job
Like a
convention,
hotel, whatever.
they were at a hotel.
Yeah.
He got all the proof he needed.
Okay.
So then him and the lawyer sat down. They dropped the papers and everything. So he found out on Friday she was supposed to meet the guy at the hotel.
Yeah.
So he goes onto a Facebook message. Imagine how pissed you have to be. Goes on Facebook Messenger and prints all their messages.
Yo.
How pissed you have to be to print someone's Facebook messages in color. He prints them out.
You have to be in color. I'm dead.
So then he pulls up to the spot and she's sitting there in the lobby.
Yeah.
He pulls up, sits down, goes, I know about you and Josh for the last 3 months. Here are those Facebook messages.
Crazy, man.
1, you're going to agree to my terms. I'm getting custody of the house and the kids. You ain't getting, you ain't getting shit from me. In fact, you're gonna pay me alimony. Or I'll tell your mom and dad in your workplace, because she was one of those ones who took her job very seriously and her image was very important. And she's like, fuck. So eventually he's like, you know what? Fine, I'll agree. He walks away. Next day she signs the divorce papers. A week later she moves out of the house. So when she moves out, the kids ask, yo, how come mommy's moving out? So he explains to his 12 and 6-year-old daughter, mommy cheated, and these are the consequences. She no longer lives here.
That is insane, bro.
Right? She told her, he was the truth, because he was like, these are my daughters. I'm not going to lie to them. After everything was signed and done, she was only allowed to visit on weekends. Like, most of the time it's the opposite around.
Yeah.
Visit on weekends. And every time she would come over, she was always trying to repair things with him. But it's like, no, you cheated. Like, fuck you. And then the daughters, the 12 one, she was angry because she fully understood. Like, how can you destroy a family life like this? Even the 6-year-old daughter was angry. They hated her.
Bro, that's sad as fuck,
Dude,
though.
to the 5 women who are watching our podcast, I'm telling you, Reddit stories are juicier than telenovelas.
It is.
Them and the family, like, what do you call it?
Dysfunctional families?
Dysfunctional families are so juicy. You're just
Bro,
like,
like, I used to, like, read Reddit, and then I was like, yo, you know what? I'm okay in life, bro. Like I had it good.
Yeah.
This whole time I had it good. I'm just playing games here.
Yeah.
The other people have like crazy ass stories, man.
I'm telling you.
I was not ready for
Those
that.
kind of stories never scare you, like of getting married and stuff.
Sorry.
They never scare you.
100%, bro. Like 100%. But then that's the thing. It's always a risk you have to take. If you want to do it. But then there's a risk that it
you
goes
know the one
sideways.
thing is always get a prenup.
Yes, sir.
Get a prenup. That's the one thing I've
Okay,
seen.
I do understand that, but then I feel like that becomes so like a contract. I'd rather like keep dating instead of getting married and then signing a paper saying that you take your shit, I'll take my shit.
Actually,
it feels
I think
like
it's
a
very
contract,
important.
man.
Like, there's this divorce lawyer I watch.
Yeah.
There was a time he was going on a bunch of shows, like, the one with Andrew Schultz and his friends, and on different podcasts. He was talking about divorce, and he says, the best thing you can do, because I've seen rich men get divorced, poor men, women as well, all sorts of scenarios. And he said the best thing to do is get a prenup. Because if you put your prenup, like, hey, we're going to separate or we're going to keep things together, forget divorce, whatever.
Not wrong.
The best outcome is always a prenup.
Yep.
Don't put too much detail, like if you get caught cheating. Because he said one time, there was a woman who wanted to put a cheating clause in her contract.
That's
right?
crazy.
But then he says you shouldn't do that. You know why? Because what counts as cheating? Is it oral? Is it a hand job? Is it the back door? Is it emotional cheating?
Pause.
Is it physical cheating?
What?
Because think about it, right?
I know what's cheating is.
No. Think about it. This is actually
For you.
Watching their TV show when they're not around.
No. See, that's a perfect example, right? Because when
that's
man,
true,
if you as a man, if you find out your wife cheated, the first thing you said is, "Did you fuck him?" But a woman, when she finds out the man cheated, the first thing she asks him is, "Do you love him? Do you love her?"
That's crazy.
Right?
Imagine,
Our
wait.
definitions are different. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but that's a good thing to think about.
Imagine like these scenarios we see in movies. Like you find your mandem as a girl, right? Cheating with another girl, like another man. What happened? What happens there?
Your mandem's girl cheating with another.
No, your mandem, like a guy. You as a guy, right? You get caught. I'm not saying result. Just get caught cheating with another mandem, and you imagine that. Your girl them catches you. Like I wrote read the stories about like a guy, right, that was cheating on his wife with another guy. So he never acknowledged the fact that he was bi.
Actually, that's a
you feel me,
right? Like what's that basketball player? He was married to this fine ass woman. What's her name? The one with the tattoos. And then he found out.
Dwight Howard.
No. she's a musician as well. He found out that she was sleeping with another woman.
Jennifer Lopez.
I don't know anything about Kevin Durant.
Wait, so like, no, I'm talking about like what Jennifer Lopez. She dated.
No,
like,
not Jennifer Lopez. It was this other basketball. The let me find her Instagram page.
Dwight Howard, people found out he was gay.
He's gay.
He's gay.
For real?
You didn't read this. You didn't read the stories of some gay man like exposing him in the DMs and everything.
I mean, good for him. As long as he's happy. I'm not judging anybody. Please.
What's the name of this woman? She's a famous musician and actress. I forget what she was married to a basketball player, and then he found out that she cheated on him with another girl, right? So imagine.
What would you be your reaction though?
You know my rec?
Allow it.
Huh?
You would-
Allow it.
No, for me, what would piss me off?
What's the name of that song? My girl got a girlfriend. Hey.
No, what would your reaction be?
I have no clue, man.
Because for me, I'll be more pissed off that you didn't invite me.
How
How come you didn't send me a picture?
Have no
I'll be like, the
idea.
fuck? Like, if you marry a girl and she knows she's proper bi and everything, she
Yeah.
likes women, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, first of all, if you're gonna fuck another woman, at least have the decency to tell me,
I'm dead.
right? Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, you didn't invite me? That would piss me the fuck off. You didn't invite me. You didn't tell me. Like, no. You didn't say, hey, babe, by the way, there's this cute girl I have in our bed. You do your work. She'll be waiting for you when we get home. I'm like, bye. But then it's like, nah, man.
You hate him from the outside because you can't get in.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
dead.
That is 100%
I'm
true.
So dead. But no, bro. But like, I'm serious. Like, I don't know how I would react if something like that would like happen to me, because like there's so much involved, like in those kind of things, you know.
Yeah.
Because, okay, as a guy, you like, you know, allow it. But like, as a man involved in with someone else, you're like, yo,
Still cheating. is cheating.
yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I don't know if like if that happens, how I would react until I get there.
Also, niggas are messy these days, bro. The niggas. I saw a tweet the other day. Some nigga said, if your name is Joshua and you're dating a girl called, is it Eliza? She went home with a Ugandan man.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Yo,
he ain't Kigali, bro. Nigga-
for
Yeah,
real?
no, first of all,
no,
Kigali-
wait.
This nigga
Here,
was like, yeah, it was here. Like, this nigga was like, bro, you guys can share, but not around me. I'm going to snitch.
that's
If your name is
crazy.
if your name is Jackson, and
Yeah.
you're dating, she went home with a nigga from Uganda.
Yo, you know, in Rwanda, like, it's so hard to trust people out here in these streets.
Sure.
Like, I've learned my lesson, and
Same here.
and the
What
best.
happened? What happened? What happened?
Huh?
What happened for you? To
I'm
learn
not
this?
gonna tell my story. You know the reason why I think I said this before, right? The reason I don't like sharing my personal stories is because that girl will think that I'm talking shit about them on the pod. That girl will think I'm talking shit about them when I'm not. When I'm just trying to relay a personal story.
Yeah.
So that's why I stay away from talking about my personal dating life and whatever, because I don't want them to think that I'm talking shit when I'm not.
Actually, you're right though. But like, so I feel like when something happens between two people, I think that's supposed to stay there. And that's it.
Yeah, right. And just in Kigali alone, it's just like,
Now everybody's involved in everybody's business, which is always funny because that's true though. Everybody's.
I have
It-
so many.
Okay, am I lying?
We are a one big family.
We are. It's
Actually,
this forehead means something.
This Saturday, there was a friend of mine, and she was like, at this point, Kigali is not even Kigali we share. It's more like Kigalians are polyamorous.
That's disgusting as fuck.
But that, you know, that's true.
It is.
Yeah.
At some extent, it is.
Yeah.
For the first time, even me, I'm shaking my head.
Yeah. But real quick, something we forgot we were talking about at the beginning was Ball. Something.
Yeah.
I wanted to say this.
Yeah.
I don't know who's behind the marketing team at Ball. I just have to shout out.
Shout out to
your
those
skills,
guys. They're-
because they've turned Ball into a social event.
It
It's
is.
no longer about basketball.
Yeah, it's a social
No,
event.
it is. But like, have you like when I was at the game, right? So I could like move around and just look at
When you were where?
at the game. Cause you'll be fine. So yeah, when I was at the game, I was just moving around and just saying hi to people and everything. I realized the fact that like people and rather loved those games that much. Like the whole thing was full, but then the last 5 minutes of a game at the arena is insane, bro.
Yeah.
Like the crowd goes mad. That's why like it's always heated.
I don't think it's just because it's at the arena. It's all basketball games. If the game
No,
is
how-
like-
no,
if
but
the game
wait,
is
wait,
very
wait.
close.
Let me show you. Yeah, well, let me show you this way. When Rwanda is playing, the Rwanda's team is playing. They go mad. But then if it's someone else,
Did you watch the APR game versus Al Hili, the first one, where they beat us crazy?
Yeah, but
Was
you
that
know,
the
but
first game?
have you noticed? Have you noticed something?
No, the third game.
Have you noticed something? Yeah, when it comes to a team that the name starts with Al, just run, just
run.
leave it.
Also,
Just leave it.
I was talking about this with my friends, like the basketball heads.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Rwanda has invested millions and millions into BAL.
Yeah,
Yeah, like 17 million.
Now, when you talk about the money they invest into the arena stuff,
Yeah.
I'm not counting that.
Mhm.
I'm counting the money they put in teams.
Yeah.
The millions they pay these Americans and everything.
yeah.
And yet our team are still trash, bro.
They're better than the first one, though.
Yeah, they're better. Because the thing,
What?
They are
No,
the-
we
the-
played bad teams this season.
Let me tell you. If you watch every team now that is in BAL, every country is investing.
Yeah,
Ev-
because there's a lot of money in BAL.
Exactly. But then here we're trying to also not forget that we're pushing for what our players to be our players,
Yeah,
not
Rwandese.
foreigners. Yeah, run these players. So I guess in a way they're evolving as well, because like the competition is getting better, so they're getting better as well at some extent. Like 5 years ago, they couldn't compete with anybody here.
You just brought up having these players, yeah?
Yeah.
Yesterday I took a screenshot of the game, the APR game
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
Nairobi.
Yeah.
In the clutch, this is the 5 players that were playing with the most points.
Yeah.
Aliou Diala,
Okay.
Yusuf Ndoye,
Mhm.
Charleston Rendo, Obidea Noel, William Lobbins.
Okay.
So
There's
how
one.
many Rwandans did you hear?
One.
Yeah.
but the
So-
thing is, I think that's
Two. There's
completely,
two.
that's
Okay.
completely
There's
normal.
one.
Because the thing is,
William alone.
Robbins.
Yeah.
William Robbins, that's one. There's no other one.
no, but the thing is also you forget Croissant. Like we're still very young in terms of like
Yeah.
having a proper sports development
Yeah.
team, right? When you see these, whether it doesn't matter just basketball, but other sports as well, like football.
Yeah.
These are the places they've had like sports development for the last 50 years.
Yeah, that's true.
We're just starting. So
It's
we
been like,
really
what,
don't
5?
have like a proper track where, for example, if you're in high school, let's say you go to Green Hills or EBK or whatever, of where you can go play in high school, then you go play in college, then you play on a professional team. Most of the times you have to go outside. And the Rwandese who are in the professional league, with other sports, they were in America or in Europe.
Yeah, that's true.
Where there's a professional track where you get coached not just in basketball, but in other aspects
Yeah.
as well.
But it's starting though.
No, it's starting. It's
I mean,
starting.
you can see it. You can see even the level of the players, because they no longer like during the clutch time. Yeah, usually they just like crumble.
They get scared.
Yeah, you feel me? But now they can actually
choke.
play with pressure. Yeah, they can play under pressure and everything. You know,
Also, they're no longer broke.
Yeah.
They are making more money than football players.
because they deserve it. The 11 of them. There are 23 of the
Right
others.
now, I don't think you guys. I don't know if you watch like the local basketball.
Yeah,
Bro, it's very competitive.
It
All
is,
the
it
teams
is.
have American players.
yeah.
Because like when you qualify for the BAL, you get a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money.
But like also, I think the fact that like there's Americans and foreigners coming to play here help us develop the youth as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah,
you
can
feel
I give
me?
you an example? Like right now, my younger cousin, he's like 22 years old. He just joined APR, like their B. Is it B League?
Yeah,
Or
like the
Division
second
One
team.
team.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
Division One team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. 10 years ago, that would have not been possible.
No, they
They
always
wouldn't.
like yeah.
They would not have been a Division One team.
Would you say it's because of the BAL?
Yeah.
or
It is, it is,
just,
it is.
Just around investing in basketball.
No,
BL,
it's BAL, Giants of Africa, and all of those programs that are coming around here.
Now there's real money. It's like when you build something, you're not going to build the country without an airport and some roads.
Yeah.
Right now we've built the roads, we've built the airport, metaphorically speaking. So now it's like we're getting the
I mean,
place
it's
to
in
come
construction,
here.
so.
Yeah, getting them better country.
Also, we have basketball courts now, like 4 right now.
4 proper courts.
Which is cool though. That shows how much you want to invest into the youth as well.
Yeah.
Because if you see what they do for these youngins with these programs like Giants of Africa coming around this August and everything, it's different, man. It's very different.
Yeah.
Or like BAL for her. That's
Yeah,
interesting as well. So I'm just saying, like, bro, if we keep focusing on a sport and actually investing in it, I believe that in the
5
near
years,
future,
yeah,
in
yeah.
5 years or so, there's gonna be around this team winning the BAL.
Yeah.
Closing this out,
Wait,
I just
There's something I want to finish off after you finish.
okay.
So the thing is, for me, the biggest thing is whoever is doing the marketing at BLL, I want to meet them and take them out for a drink because they've turned BLL into the it event. Because think about it, right? During the last 2 weeks,
It's the NBA team.
right? Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
NBA
The
team
last
doing
2
it.
weeks, right? And you go on Snapchat, you go on Instagram. Everyone you follow consistently, like the stories you see, you've seen them at least post once going to a
Yeah.
game.
Wait. I have a story
Right
for you guys.
afterwards, they go out. They do the like they take the picture behind the board and everything. Whoever is doing this is a genius at marketing. I want to meet them. I want to know who they are.
Also, did you see how many celebrities was in here?
Yeah, that's true.
It was cool, bro. Wait. Also, I want to share a story real quick. So during Angel's performance, we were like not monitoring, but like just checking if the sound was cool, everything was gonna go smooth and everything. So after the
Performance.
the performance and everything, she had to do a small interview with someone. So within 15 minutes of her performances, the BA had uploaded videos. Just pass by, bro. Just pass, bro. At this point in time, just pass.
Just pass. Yeah, we're gonna edit this out.
This guy,
And now we're back to our regular
now
schedule
we're back.
programming.
Okay, cool.
Bro,
So
no. We're gonna keep it.
Okay, cool. So within 15 minutes, they have posted videos, all on all of their socials, videos and pictures of her performances and everything. Bro, that's impressive. That's fast.
The social media management team over there, they have because like
It's insane, man.
I was at
it's
ADV
NBA
on the opening day. I was supposed to go, but forgot to buy my ticket. I was at ADV with some friends. Shut up. There was a huge team from BLL. They were coming. I could tell that they were from BLL.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, people are moving. There's money moving into this. And professional people were being hired to do this. Whoever's head of marketing at Bao, please, I'd love to take you out for dinner.
Also, whoever is like in charge of all that shit, bring back BAL playoffs to Kigali.
It's no.
You saw the type of energy in Uganda. This year they are going to take it to Petrolia. Next year, bring it back.
They're
Bring
taking it where
back.
to?
Pretoria.
Pretoria.
It's not Petrolia?
No.
It's
Oh
Pretoria,
my
my
god.
Bro, this
My
one I thought
god.
it was Petro.
Oh my
I
god.
thought it was Petrolia.
Okay, so
I'm not-
let's
I'm
move.
not-
What was the next
They-
topic?
they-
What was
they-
the next topic of the conversation?
No, I'm not even joking. I thought it was Petrolia.
It's not.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Petrolia.
No. Pretoria. Bro, you still run these, man.
Pretoria. You and your R's. Okay.
You
okay.
and your R's,
No,
bro.
no, I thought it was
To stop
Pretoria.
further embarrassment, let's move on to the next topic because we don't want you to embarrass yourself like this in front of the city.
What have you just done?
Bro, I'm not even joking. How do you spell it?
I don't know, nigga. I'm dyslexic.
PR. Okay, I'm not going to do this.
Okay, no. Next topic. Next topic.
There's R's involved, not L's.
Bro, man.
Jesus Christ. You still run these, man.
Wait.
My geography. Okay, anyway, so man, inflation. You were talking about.
Yes, inflation. Okay, so have you ever heard of this something called the stripper index?
The what?
The stripper index.
Wait, what?
So listen. The stripper index was invented. I don't know when it was invented, but it's been used to track like economic inflation and crashes
Yeah.
for the last 30, 40 years. I forget what time. So the example they give is when you go to a strip club, you ask the strippers, "How's the economy doing?" And they'll be like, "It's doing
dead.
good," but they know it's doing bad. You know why? Because that father of two, who's in a sexless marriage, is
Yeah.
willing to spend an extra $200-300 a month going to a strip club to get a little bit of love.
Yeah.
Right? In Rwanda, I call it the going out index. So let me give you an example. I was at the opening games. I wasn't at the opening game, but the ADV. You know, there's the out. Atelier du Vin. I know it's dog shit.
I said yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going to say some shit. So when I was there, everyone was outside. You know that place?
Yeah,
where
yeah.
there's a-
Outside like the garden, eh?
yeah, the garden.
Yeah.
It was full, but the rest of the area, like towards the end, it wasn't that many people, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Right? At the beginning of the year, I was at Onomo for the New Year's party.
We were there.
Yeah, it was empty. You saw. I was like, "Yo, what's going on?"
Wait, was it?
It wasn't as full as it was last year.
Landry's like, yo, I was there, but I wasn't.
No, I just don't judge me. It was a good night
Yeah, he had too
and a
much-
good day.
Yeah. So
But
I think
you know,
like,
sometimes.
like I want you guys like
no,
I know
I
much-
see what you mean
Yeah,
because
yeah.
like last year's Onomo and this year's Onomo are two different things.
two different things, right?
Yeah.
And even when you go out on a regular basis, you notice that it's not as popping as it used to be, right? And I think we talked about this on the last episode.
Yeah.
We didn't. But the other example is food. So last year, by myself, just for myself, per week, I used to spend 45K on food per week. This year, I'm already spending 65K per week in just 1 year time span. And it's like, yo,
You guys, if you saw what happens just behind the
I wish I
camera,
just had like,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. So the inflation is crazy out here.
It is. Actually, because you were saying like the experience at Cadillac. Can you talk a little bit about it? Like,
So what happened is after ADV, we went to Cadillac, and normally Cadillac is like full. But this time it was like 70-60% capacity, and towards the end of the night, it's packed. We got there, we're like, how come there's not as many people? I was with my friends. It was just like, it was jarring to me. I was like, because then, afterwards you finish, you go into the parking, and I was just looking around. I was like, yo, it is not what it used to be.
The economy is not doing.
Yeah, inflation is real, my nigga. Like,
niggas is broke.
yo, everyone's broke, man. It is tough
man,
times.
you move on, man. It's cool. It goes, it comes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Now, how's inflation treating you?
Bad, man. Hey.
Everyone's treating everyone bad.
My days, bro.
Is that why you're going bald?
That was before. That's because of other things, other problems in life.
Women.
Nah, come on, no, it's not that.
Okay, let's talk about your uncle, man. Let's talk about Diddy.
What's wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with
Ignore
you?
him.
Leave me
He's,
alone, man. The fuck?
So real quick, guys, we'll be just back. We're just gonna do something real quick. We'll be right back.
Joe needs to go
In a minute.
Yeah, I need to go take my dog for a walk. Okay, so we're just talking about the inflation, how everything is expensive.
Yeah, crazy.
Wait, have you felt it?
Nigga, yes, of course you do. You
Okay,
do feel
but we had moved on to Diddy.
Yeah.
Have you guys been following what's been going on with Diddy?
it. Yeah.
So the Diddy. So first of all, have you guys seen? I was on Twitter. You assholes. So I was on Twitter, and this was after.
This is insane, bro.
I'm trying to be serious, man.
Oh my days.
Yo,
I'm so
niggas
sorry.
are-
I'm so sorry. Okay, cool. Let's
You
go.
tell people that we recorded this episode sober.
Yeah, this is insane, bro.
But again, we're sober. Like
That's
I'm
crazy.
stone cold.
Crazy.
I'm Mazi.
I'm drinking water.
Same. This is crazy.
So the Diddy. Fuck. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay, who?
Okay, let's talk about Diddy.
Okay, cool.
So did you see the testimony from Kid Cudi?
When he killed his dog.
Yeah. Yes. So
Did.
when he was giving the testimony, he basically said like Diddy called him and says, "Yo, come to your house. I'm at your house."
Yeah, he saw him on the camera and everything.
Yeah. So he got to the house and he had already left. So then he called him again. No, let's meet at this place, an office spot. He got there and Diddy was looking outside at the on the window, and he goes like a Marvel supervillain,
Yeah, I read that.
right? The other thing is, could you be Cassie's husband, knowing that she got done dirty like that? Because some of the testimony was wild.
Bro, she texted Diddy when she was like with the guy.
Yeah.
Bro, I miss you. You're my soulmate and everything.
You what?
She texted Diddy.
Yeah.
When she was with the guy.
Yeah.
His husband.
Yeah.
Telling Diddy, you're my soulmate. I miss you and everything. You're my best friend.
That's trauma, man.
Yo, dude, like it
Trauma?
was
That's trauma, bro.
insane.
Bro, she was involved in the thing. She was like he's like. He's
I was about to say puppet, but then I think she was so like manipulated and everything that it was to that extent, man.
Okay. Can I give you? Okay, there's a great book you should read. It's I forgot what the name of the book. It's about this pimp, right?
Okay.
It's 150 pages. I read this back like 10 years ago, right? It's about a pimp, and he talks about the psychology of pimping, right? How you get a stable of hoes and how you manage them.
Okay.
The main thing he says, you always got to get, ladies, excuse my French. I'm not the one who invented this term. I'm just explaining to you, the audience. You need something called the bottom bitch. The bottom bitch is the first girl you get, and then she's the one you use to keep all the other women in line.
Okay.
Right? So Cassie was his bottom bitch. She's because also in the testimony, there's videos of like her. She would harass other girls who weren't going in line.
bro, she would organize free calls when Diddy was not around.
Yeah. Right?
Jesus Christ.
But the thing is, the main thing that guy talked about in the book is that
I should actually
you have
read
to
this.
understand to be a pimp. He was
I should
like,
actually read this. I don't know anything about this, but
the
okay,
pimp
so
was
sick.
saying was like, look, in order to do this kind of shit, you technically have to break a woman down.
Yeah.
You have to be like manipulative, physically and emotionally manipulative and abusive to a woman to break her down to where whatever you say and do, she sees you as a god. Right? Not exactly like a god, but like she worships everything,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
You have to break her down and then build her back up
That's
to where
fucked
everything
up,
you
though.
says is law.
That's very fucked up, though.
So part of it, I think, is that she was psychologically fucked with because she started when she was 19 and there was drugs involved. When you start at 19 and there's drugs involved, you're going to do shit like later on, you'll be like, well, I should not have been doing that, right? It went on for a long time where she became the bottom bitch. She was the one pushing other girls, blackmailing other girls, whatever. But at some point, you also have to realize this is also some form of trauma where she was broken down and built back up.
Yes.
Right?
She's the one who gave Diddy Kid Cudi's address.
Yeah. So you see.
Also, the DNA that they found in the Kid Cudi's car was female, not male.
Yeah.
Showed there was a possibility that it was Casey.
Right.
That's crazy.
So that's the thing about the in the book about the pimping book, right? When you break a girl down like that, she'll do anything and everything for you, including things like that, where she thinks she's falling in love, but the moment you bring out there's the carrot and the stick. When you bring out the stick, she'll get in line. Again, guys, I do not agree with any of this or endorse it. I'm just telling you what I read in the book. Dude, I have allegations that have to be... I can't remember. Our director, Dan, is laughing. So, I think part of it is that she was psychologically broken down.
So hold up. He said he has allegations.
What allegations? What did you do, bro? Wait, what?
Andrew Tate.
Oh, yeah.
I'm denying these allegations, please, man, for all my life.
And speaking about the Diddy case and everything, when this whole thing started, everybody thought Diddy was gonna get jailed immediately.
Yeah.
Following the case, what do you think now?
Following the case, okay, first of all, they're charging him on RICO. Racketeering, right?
Yeah.
Racketeering, that includes the alcohol, the breaking, and also moving women across state lines, right? There's a story there, but they're moving women against state lines, right? The problem is, a lot of people are showing the fact that this is very similar, to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
Right? You know what's funny? You want to hear something? He had ecstasy pills that had the face of Obama. There's stories going out there that Obama may have been at his freak-offs and got recorded as well.
What?
Yeah. Ecstasy pills with Obama's face. And he was recorded at one of the freak-offs, right? It's not just that. Also powerful music industry executives.
No, I'm not saying it's impossible. Okay.
Yeah, right? It includes also music label executives.
I just didn't know anything about this. Just
right?
learning.
Because remember, when he got arrested, there was a bunch of executives in different music industries and different companies who resigned out of nowhere. Why? Because all of them got recorded by Diddy. The Diddy was running a blackmail scheme like Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Except with the difference between Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein is that everybody knows who Jeffrey Epstein was working for. No one knows who Diddy was working for. Right? The other thing is, there's always been allegations against Diddy because his dad was an informant for the FBI. Yeah. There's also been allegations that he was also an informant for the FBI. Because how many times did he do messed up shit, but he was never arrested?
Bro, following the case, what I believe is this is a RICO case, right?
Yeah, it's a RICO.
Even the judge was asking the lawyers and everything, bro, what does this have to do with RICO? Because the case they are proving is a domestic abuse case.
Yeah. And you want to hear something fucked up?
To this point, they haven't proven the RICO case.
You want to hear something fucked up?
It's the first days though of the. I think it's the US. They usually.
But they said it's gonna last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. But then that's what I'm saying. But they always want to. Play the last thing at the last moment, so that it goes.
No, but he's
crazy.
right though. He's right though.
But Cassie was their biggest, whatever.
I mean, I think they're trying to add charges to what they already have in the background.
Even this lawyer were like, bro, okay, he's a bad human. He likes having sexes with people and everything. But this. Whatever they are charging him, it's not their...
That's true. You want to hear something that connects, quote-unquote, the red lots for conspiracy theories? You know who the head prosecutor is for that case?
Who?
James Comey's daughter. James Comey was the previous director of the FBI, who had been there for 10 years. Conspiracy theories, right? Yep. And remember, he was might have been an informant for the FBI. And he has a bunch of blackmail material on powerful music execs, possibly Obama
and politicians
as well. Because remember, what's Meghan Markle's husband?
Prince Eric.
Yeah, that's that snitch was also seen at his parties, right? As well as a bunch of other people.
Yeah, but everybody used to go to his parties. Bro.
Yeah.
But even Denzel Washington was there, but he left early.
Yeah. Denzel Washington.
How do you know?
He said it.
Denzel Washington is the one person I know in Hollywood who's clean.
I feel like if he is if he participated in that. I would give up on humans, man.
But listen, no one is safe. If somebody went to Diddy's party, they probably either they did something or they saw something.
Okay,
they saw something.
No. You know what it falls into? I think this also applies to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 different camps. No, wait. There's 3 different camps, right? If you're rich and successful, the only other people you're going to associate with are rich and successful.
Yes.
So everyone's going to either Epstein's island or Diddy's parties. I think there's 1/3 of people who are like, oh, I'm friends with him. Let me go to a party because these are the only people I can associate. They start talking to a girl or a guy. They're pretty. They have sex. It gets recorded on camera. Then afterwards, they're told that, hey, that person is underage.
Oh.
I think that's 1/3 of them. The other 1/3 are sickos. There are people out there who are 47, 50, 60, and they like underage people. If you hear the stories about Jeffrey Epstein or Diddy, that's true.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's another third where it's like a mixture of both, where they found out that person was underage and then they start liking it. And because it's the only person who can provide it for it, they do it. Right? So we always have to keep that in mind. I don't think everyone who's taking part in that
is just mad, bro.
in Jeffrey or Diddy
It's
is
not
evil.
as mad as I thought.
I think there's a section of them who went there one time. They talked to a girl or guy. They liked. They had sex with them. They got recorded on camera, and then they were blackmailed.
Yeah.
Blackmailed. But there's also a contingent of people who are sickos
So basically, what George just said,
Yeah.
Diddy is Epstein for black people.
for the entertainment industry. No.
That's crazy.
No,
For the
no.
entertainment industry, I mean, he did.
I mean, he did it, but now I did.
No, it's just crazy.
So,
The whole case is just insane, man.
Bro, when they first arrested Diddy, like I thought the case was gonna be mad.
I mean, bro, it's just the beginning phases. If it's 3
No,
weeks,
also, I believe-
just
I
relax,
believe
man. I'm sure this week something is gonna drop. You're gonna be like, oh,
No, I believe
Wow.
there are stuff they are trying not to pull out for the project.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the Jeffrey Epstein because we still haven't seen the files, the videos yet.
yeah.
So have you guys seen this trend on TikTok where you call your boys to wish them a good night?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, let me
Okay,
show.
okay.
Let me
No,
show.
No, let's dare him. Call one of your homies and be like, bro, I was just calling to wish you a good night.
I wanted to say.
I
I
would,
wanted to see.
I would never do that, bro. That's sus as hell. Respectfully.
Okay,
that's
Dan,
crazy for me,
you gotta
man.
put this in post editing. This is the funniest shit ever.
That's so confusing.
Put it on the mic.
Trying to bring your temperature down. Why was that?
No, I was just calling to tell you good night, bro. Sweet dreams. Hello?
What?
Exactly.
Hello?
Yeah, what do you mean, good night?
I'm about to lay down, bro. I'm about to get in the bed. I just want to call and tell you good night, bro. Sweet dreams.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but nigga, why the hell you call? Why are you telling me good night?
I hope you sleep tight, bro.
Nigga, what?
I will go mad. No go like.
All right, bro. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow, man. Sweet dreams.
What do you have going? What sweet dream, nigga? I'm
So, dude, if you
So
were,
if ever young, because I might forget this by tomorrow. So if ever young niggas, one of you call me and do this, I'll block you. I will never talk to you niggas ever
just
again.
hang up. Because my friends would pull pranks
that's
on me like
weird,
that. Like
Leo.
they'll call me. I remember one time I was like, "Yo, I just want to wish you a good." It wasn't like that, but it was just like, "Okay, man, good night, nigga." I'm like, "Huh?"
But imagine if you respond like, "I bet to you too, nigga."
Nah, niggas would be like, huh? What you got going on?
I think we all have we all have the same reaction. Like, huh? What?
Where?
like you call me the nah. Dude.
Nah, yeah, no. What's wrong with you,
Actually,
bro?
actually having you niggas as my friend, I'd be like, bro, these niggas are pranking me.
Nah, but like,
They
you
got
know that,
mics, they got mics and cameras.
but it comes like at a random time when you're not ready for it. You feel me? So I think that's why like it catches people off guard. It's like, yo, wait, what? You can't even be in like sleeping already, and you're like, yo, maybe something is going on. Let me just pick up,
Yeah.
and then you hear that. So like you're so confused, like, yo.
No, you know okay, actually it was last week a friend of mine called me when I was just about to go to bed. He was asking me something. I'm like, all right, cool, bet, peace. It's not like good night, niggas. The fuck?
Have you ever said goodnight to your niggas?
Nah.
No.
I was
Like,
just
no, maybe when we are leaving, let's say we are leaving the club, right? You'd be like, yo, be safe.
get home safe then.
Yeah.
You just like get home safe is everything.
The only time you do something extra is if they're fucked up and you have to call them, make sure that they go
Yeah,
home.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nah,
That's the
I see
difference-
what you-
actually, that's real quick before we go to our next topic. That's
Yeah.
the difference between men and women,
Yeah.
right? Do you ever see that video where it has a man and a woman at the gym, and the way they have their psychology, it's like, I cannot embarrass my ancestors. I am the one. Yeah, because for me, when I'm at the gym and I'm hitting my last rep, in my head, you know what I'm telling myself? Don't be a bitch. Did your mother carry you for 9 months for you to be a bitch and quit on this fucking last set? But then you look at girls working out, they're like, they're so dainty or whatever. I know girls who are jacked and they work out, like, you know what I'm talking about. But even them, they're super peaceful. Niggas is like, I'm on the last lap. Like, like, I'm dying, fighting for my life.
Yeah.
The shit I'm telling my head, I'm like, your ancestors will be embarrassed of you.
You know, like I usually go for a run every evening, yeah. On the weekdays, I'm not saying the weekends because the weekends is something else. But on weekdays, I go for a run like in Chichichiro and just come back. Like going is easy. Going the first like
Lap,
round is cool because I have to go Chichichiro and then come back. When I'm coming back, Every step I'm taking, my guy, I'm dying. I'm giving up. I'm tired, and I'm like, no, but like almost there. And then all of that happens like for an hour, going back home, and then like when you see like I live near Tingi with Kifama at Alpha Palace. So when I get there, I'm like, I can do it. I can just get home. I can go home. I can get home. And then when you're there, that's the worst feeling ever, bro.
Yeah.
But then when you're done with it, you're like, I bet, cool, I did it.
Like the things, like the psychology of men versus women is always fascinating to me because as a man, you're always like, don't be a failure. Your ancestors will be embarrassed of you.
Not even
And
just
girls
that.
are
Like
"I'm
people watching you running, they know you because you're the only guy wearing like a green hoodie.
Yeah,
the whole.
running, yeah.
So like we know him, so you can't be like I can stop here. You cannot. You have to go and come back.
So do you want to transition into something
Yeah.
a bit funny and serious?
Okay, I don't know if you've been following what's happening in South Africa.
Yeah,
with
with
the
the-
Boers and Afrikaans.
Yeah.
Same difference. So because the South African government is they actually pretty are racist towards Boers and
Okay.
Afrikaans because they're the ones who do most of the farming, right?
Okay.
Like I think it was like 91% of the food in South Africa is made by Boers, and then 70% of taxes is paid by Boer farm owners. So the ANC being the ANC
Wait.
is
In
like
the whole country, 70% of the only people that pay taxes are.
yeah, they're the ones who pay majority of tax. Because remember, mines, in order to facilitate them,
But
incentivize
like
them,
they are the owners of the mines as well. Yeah.
not all of them. Not as the way it used to be before. Before apartheid, during apartheid period, yeah, they own. But now it's like this
Gentrification.
not
The-
gentrification,
the way around.
ANC stealing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then other things. So the ANC has been pretty prejudiced, and they like to blame them.
Yeah.
So Trump was like, basically, hey, if you're an Afrikaans or Boers, it's interchangeable. Sorry, you can come to America. So they went, and then last week or 2 weeks ago, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa,
Yeah.
the man who owns MTN, by the way, he's the majority shareholder.
real?
Yeah, the ANC is corrupt as hell, like corrupt. He went to the Oval Office and he took with him like members of his
Government.
government, as
Yeah.
well as people in opposition, and also some successful Boer business people.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Except who? Julius.
Julius Malema, but Julius Malema is
He's
a
a
seller.
sicko. He's a sicko, bro.
He's a sick, like
crazy, man.
Okay, go on the side tangent of Julius Malema. You know how he's all about? He's basically the South African Communist Party. He's like, and you know what the problem is with him? He'll go up there, kill the Boers. We have to take back our power.
Wait, did he actually say that?
Yeah, there's a video. There's videos. They chanted at videos.
Trump played the videos of Julius Malema singing "Kill the Whites."
That's crazy.
So Julius Malema, he does all this shit,
Yeah.
but he lives in a rich neighborhood. He's always surrounded by bodyguards. He has Louis belts, Louis shoes, driving around in a Range Rover. So he basically brought the South African president there, and he's like, "No, we don't do that." And then he points to an African, a
the
Boer
minister.
at the White House.
Yeah.
He points to a Boer, a white South African golf player, and Trump asked him, "What about you?" "Oh no, one of my friends, my dad, used to work in the mines, but then he did farming on the side. All his friends were killed who worked in farming." And you see Ramaphosa going, "Shit." They asked the other one the same thing, and he embarrassed him. He played the video of "Kill the Boer, kill the Boer." Donald,
But like Malema was there.
Malema wasn't there.
No,
He
no,
wasn't
no,
invited.
no. He wasn't there.
Another banger for real.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we're saying.
So he embarrassed him like that, right?
Yeah. Just.
So he embarrassed him.
Yeah.
Trump embarrassed Cyril Ramaphosa in the
Yeah.
White House at the White House, basically.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite thing is, if you are a president from a foreign country, it can go one or two ways.
Yeah.
One way you cooperate with Trump and you basically kiss the ring, or the other one is where you get embarrassed like Cyril Ramaphosa.
Do you think presidents are going to start now going to the White House? Because this is the second president getting embarrassed.
No, they're gonna be very careful how they do it.
Yeah.
because they know Trump will call them out on that shit.
He didn't call him on his shit. though.
Wait. Also, no.
The
When
stuff
they
he
try
was
to call him
doing-
on his shit, that's when he gets defensive and calls them out on their own.
Yeah, but that's
Also,
the thing, though, you
Wait.
can't- oh, yeah, continue.
Wait. Because don't forget, they say like Malema and Ramaphosa. Yeah, they're not the same. They're not the same person. He's the president of the country. He's just in the opposition. So I'm not saying that he's right or he's wrong.
He's not even in the government.
He's not even in the government. He's just the opposition, right?
But-
But then I'm just like, bro, okay, cool. Is racist as fuck as well.
Yeah, the policies,
yeah,
trust, yeah.
it's in a crazy way. But then I'm just saying, like, my guy, can you just talk to the person in front of you about the issue right there and then?
The thing is, it's like this, right? Right now, America is the big boss.
Yeah.
You don't go into the boss's house. You're supposed to kiss the ring, right? If I'm coming to your house to ask you for, hey, let's do a trade deal, or like ask you for $100,000 in investment,
Yeah.
I don't go, yeah, but you fucked up that. I kissed the rings. Oh, no, you've been doing a very good job, Lantry. I love the work you did back there. So
Yeah.
this program was amazing, even though we both know it's dog
Yeah.
shit. And you kiss the ring. Right, that's the basic rules of power. You kiss the ring, right, or the master, or whatever it is.
The master is
the
crazy.
person above you, whatever.
The master is
Like,
crazy,
no,
right?
when you're the student,
Nah,
then the
nah,
master,
nah,
yeah, right? You're supposed to kiss the ring, right? No matter what you disagree with on Trump, the thing I've noticed about him
Yeah.
is the former Japanese prime minister used to do very well.
Yeah.
Was kiss the ring. He's doing an amazing job.
The one who died?
Yeah, the one who died.
Oh.
He used to kiss the ring, was amazing. He would go to Trump's golf course to play golf together. Best friends. Why do you think Japan got such a good trade deal in the previous administration? Because he was kissing the ring.
But Trump also is coming out with like crazy rules.
Yeah, he is. But the thing is, if
You
you're
see,
the
like,
number one dick swinger in the world,
Yeah.
get the right
Wait. But like you can see it, the fact that like he's actually just trying to fuck with people for some reason.
Yeah, he is.
He knows that this is the last run he has, and
Is it?
it
Yeah.
is.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, except if it's Hollywood, something goes sideways,
Trust
and
me.
boom, boom.
It might not be the last one.
Not even he's gonna try and tempt that. That's
Bro, I'm telling you.
That is the
He's-
only.
he's been
that's the
talking
only
about
thing-
it.
That's the only thing in the U.S. history that will never been broken.
Yeah.
That like transition never has been
Bro,
broken.
If he does that, yeah, if he does that, he's finally.
He's the final boss. But
An
like, he's the
African
final.
dictator.
This right now.
That's the final transition into a freaking dictator.
yeah. Whatever, man.
But like I'm just saying, like I understand that there's issues going on and everything, yeah. But then don't be biased because of a certain aspect. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the people in power. Just like actually talk about the issues at hand, and then figure out a way to work it out. Fighting is not gonna help anybody.
Yeah, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? So I feel like that's the only solution out there.
Sometimes fighting is the only solution, my guy.
Sometimes, but like not in this case, man. Not in this case, though. Not in this case. Just saying this case.
All right, man. We're just wrapping up. But
Yeah.
Before we do, I wanted to.
Oh wait. There's something we didn't talk about.
What?
Streamer University.
Oh.
So okay, I'm gonna go from this. I've seen the tweets about it and whatever,
Yeah.
and I like how do I say his name properly? Because
Kai?
Kai Senet,
Yeah.
and the others. I respect the hustle and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But I haven't been following it very closely.
Me neither. So I won't lie. So, Kazot, please
So
help us.
basically, what KSNI did,
Yeah.
he took like a bunch of like the biggest streamers,
Yeah.
then upcoming streamers.
Yeah.
You had to do like an application.
Yeah.
Send it to KSNI.
Mm-hmm.
Then he picked the people he thought they had like best videos.
Yeah.
Then the biggest streamers were. Then the biggest streamers were like professors teaching.
Yeah,
kids, like,
Yeah,
so
that
this
is so. Yeah.
This is how you do it. This is how you do
Yeah.
it. Bro, DDG was teaching kids how to beef on the internet. His class was called Internet Beef 101.
Oh my God.
How to beef
Jesus.
Internet Beef 101.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones were how to troll, how to like a bunch
Yeah,
of
I
shit,
saw
a bunch
some of
that,
those
yeah.
ones, right? Yeah,
So the best thing that he did, imagine having a whole campus,
Yeah.
full of like content creators.
Mm.
They are going to be content created 24/7 for 4 days.
For 4 days.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah.
Imagine you being there's a streamer from Nigeria
Yeah.
who got accepted.
Yeah.
Imagine being around Kaisena, DDG,
That's crazy.
making TikToks,
Yeah.
coming to your Twitch and everything. Bro,
I do believe that the best one's gonna go out is Ray. I don't care. I don't know why.
your Ray is funny.
Ray is it doesn't even try. It's just him being him.
Yeah, he's
bro.
effortlessly like one of those people who's effortlessly
Yeah.
funny. It's funny, right? So then,
Yeah.
just before we wrap up,
Yeah.
there was
Oh,
something
yeah.
you wanted to challenge me to.
We said we gotta challenge each other. Yeah, okay, this is how we started. The conversation started. We said we gotta challenge each other and the sports way. That's why I've been running, yeah? So Joe is gonna challenge me to something. I'm not gonna say what, but me, I'm going to challenge him to a PLIT class.
I bet under one condition,
Yeah.
you come do a boxing lesson with me.
See?
Because you think
yeah.
you think that you have cardio
Yeah.
until you do boxing.
Okay,
You're gonna go like, my cardio is shit.
you know what? Yes, I'm down.
I bet, man. See you guys next time.
Yeah, see you guys next
Peace.
time. Cheers.